Hello, day 50, week 8. Today I have a very raw Phoenix diary for us, and I had an incredible experience and treatment with a someone who I'm lucky enough to be dear friends with as well, but she is a healer in town, um, a skin therapist. And I went to see her yesterday, and she uh, held so much space for me beyond assisting me with my skin, but as usual, held space for so many mental and emotional breakthroughs around some of my behavior with my skin. And today is a very challenging diary for me to record because I'm going to the beach again. See my bikini. And I've been going, just absorbing the sun, bare face, getting in the ocean, and just really drinking in nature and letting nature touch my skin directly without any barriers in between. And I am leaning into the challenge of recording this without makeup on. And I got confirmation about doing this today um, when I received a call from another person that I work for this morning that made a very um, a casual joke that I really deeply know was rooted in nothing but playfulness. But it struck me in a way that resonated so deeply. And he said, "You can, you can take my call even though you're not up for the day and don't have your makeup on. We're just on the phone. I'm not seeing you." And we laughed, and I was like, wow, that was really insightful, really intuitive, because I am in the process of looking at these stories around my skin and around so much of decorating and expressing myself is in my beauty, and it is in my style and my jewelry and the way that I decorate is important to me. It is my art form. And I also can see how it is a shield for me. And there are times where I will do it so much, or do it at times where I'm wanting to hide, or I'm doing it to the detriment of my health. And I really had this breakthrough yesterday as she was doing my skin and speaking with me. And there's several things about my skin lately, and as my hormones change throughout the month, that I do almost unconsciously. And it was beautiful because I was able to really look at some of the conditioning from when I was younger and just didn't have the information of how to move and work with my skin and with my body in that way, and interpret what it was showing and saying to me. Instead, the mentality around it was always like attack and punish and control. And if you see something, squeeze it out, and you don't want anyone to see it, and then cover it up and like hide your wounds. And it's um it's a really deep story there. And it's very challenging to look it in the eye, and to for me, when I am shown the information or when I learn, I can't not know. I'm not one of those people that can just numb and pretend. I just have always been that way. If I knew not brushing your teeth caused cavities, I couldn't go to sleep without brushing my teeth. I'm like, this is what we do. If once I started to realize coffee, the capacity that, or the um, amount that I was consuming and the frequency of it caused this anxiety, I could not notice it. I felt it. I was aware. Once the awareness was bloomed for me, the, and maybe this is a blessing, the action was immediately bloomed as well. And so I have a hard time separating the two. I have a hard time having the awareness and not taking the action. And again, blessing, and also I'm not able to get away with numbing as much as I think others are. And so some of these downloads yesterday really sat with me. And I was talking to my friend who was doing the treatment for me, and I was like, I don't feel like I've been a good steward of my skin, of my meat suit. And I feel like I've treated it like um, something that needs to be punished and controlled and hurt on some level. And she held such beautiful space for me. And I was so grateful for the revelation. And she said, "You've caused wounds." And something about that word, she's like, "You've caused wounds in your skin, babe, by the way that you've extracted things or picked at things and wanted to manipulate and control and create this look that you're after." She's like, "But you've wounded yourself in doing it. You've approached it in a way of aggression and violence." And it's true. And it made me think how to heal that relationship, how to really take a look at that. And so today, going to the beach and putting my face in the ocean, in the sun, and not putting makeup on to film this before I go is something that maybe some of you will really not get. And that's okay. I honestly hope no one sees this video. I hope this is my least popular video. But I it was one of the hardest things I've done in a very long time, to uh, not do it, to rationalize it away, to do it later, to make up excuses. It's very, I feel very naked and very vulnerable. And I told my friend today when she checked in on me and how's your skin doing? How are you feeling? And sent me some practical things that I could do to work with healing it, nourishing it. And I told her, I said, my word of the year is devotion. And I want to extend that word to my skin. I want to devote my love to it. I want to devote healing to it. And she was like, I love that for you. So again, me being the type of person that when I say it, I do it. I believe that one of my greatest values that I can bring to the world is my word and my integrity. And that starts with my integrity and my word to myself. And so this is really challenging, and I'm not sure at all because I'm taking this step by step. That's all I can manage mentally and emotionally, but I'm not sure how this journey will look. I know that um, one of my favorite authors, Clarissa Pinkola, who wrote Women Who Run with the Wolves, she speaks about women decorating themselves and the beauty of being a woman and how we're able to do that and change our hair color and add hair and take away hair and wear these things and our things and paint our faces and our bodies and just make art on them and decorate. What a beautiful ceremony and ritual. And I know that I will always love that. And I can also see, like I spoke about before, my motives are the issue. And when it's coming to the point where I'm decorating myself to my own detriment, or in order to hide or shield or protect or guard, that is where I'm stepping on the slippery slope of past patterns and behaviors. Clarissa speaks about how empowering it is for a woman to undecorate herself in a world that demands decoration. It demands a certain look, a certain vibe, a certain aesthetic. And it's a radical move to intentionally be in the world and not be appeasing to that uh, conditioning or appealing to it. Um, so, again, I don't know what this journey will look like, but I knew that today, right now, this challenge and this share and this Phoenix Diary is one of the hardest ones I've ever recorded and one that I never thought ever, ever, ever that I would do. And I truly, I'm not there yet where I can say, I hope this helps someone because I really hope. I'm doing this for me. I have no, this is completely, this is for the service of me and my skin and my body and my deconditioning journey that I've been so devoted to before I discovered human design. Deconditioning is a big human design term. I want to break down the patterns that keep me small, that keep me stuck in ancestral trauma. I want to be free. And I recognize how this conditioning is keeping me a prisoner. And I am grateful for all the teachers and also really um, harsh mirrors that I've met around this area. And all of it was wonderful medicine for me. And I think on the other side of this discomfort is a feeling of a breakthrough. I can sense that, and I'm hoping for that. And I know that this step that I'm taking right now is so fucking hard. And I know that inertia will begin to build and assist me, and momentum will come, and I will know where to go and and how it will evolve. And I am holding the vision of waking up in the morning with beautiful, bright, healthy, vibrant skin that I don't feel I have to hide. I don't want to hide. I may desire to decorate it and enhance it or play with it, but I'm holding that knowing and that vision, and I am willing to commit and devote to that journey of nourishment I know that it will take. Um, it has come to my awareness that even in my sleep, I was unconsciously picking at my skin and um, trying to manipulate things. And there, on the worst days, I would wake up in the morning and see blood on my hands from where I had picked at things, maybe like acne or breakouts or, and I felt like so cruel. Um, and I didn't even remember doing it. That's how deep the pattern is and the conditioning and the perfectionism of like I have to fix this because the mentality is you squeeze it and you get it out and then you cover it up and then it'll heal underneath the makeup and then you move on, and if it's scarred you just cover that up with makeup, and it just is like, where does the pattern stop? That's not sustainable. It's not kind. And here I am in the world wanting to be loved and wanting to give love and wanting kindness and connection. But I don't have that fully with myself. So I'm really grateful and I'm very emotional. And one, I guess, good thing about doing this video without makeup is I'm just letting my tears run completely down my cheeks. And I'll end with this because it just popped into my head. Studies show that there are emotions that get released in the liquid of our bodies and in our tears, and chemicals attached to those emotions are released through the water. And so, if you do cry and you let your tears run over your skin, and you can even rub it into your skin, it communicates to the body when you let it run that we've let that go now. And that's why it can be really cathartic to cry. And most of us only really do this when we're really having a breakdown and just let them run and our snot run and you feel like almost so pathetic, right? To just like let it all snot, drool, tears, everything, it's everywhere. And then you clean yourself up and you're like, you feel it. You feel a shift. You're like, okay, it's only up from here. And new chemicals begin to get released, and the chemicals where we crave connection and a smile and a joke and movement. So I love you, whoever sees this. I'll see you tomorrow for probably something completely different and most certainly a different energy. And I hope that to my future self that may watch this, I hope you know how proud I am of you because I know you'll keep going because that's the woman that you are. And I love you.